I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Wednesday, July 3rd, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Our top story comes from Lyon, where the Women's World Cup is taking place, the first semifinal between England and the United States, and the United States defeats England 2-1. For a little history lesson, or for those of you who are history buffs, 243 years to the day where the United States declared independence from England. Megan Rapinoe, one of the star United States players who'd be up for the Golden Ball Award, which is given out to the best player in the Women's World Cup, she was on the bench with what seemed to be a hamstring injury according to media reports. Kristen Press came in Megan Rapinoe's absence and scored the opening goal for the United States. England pegged one back with Ellen White in the 19th minute before Alex Morgan scored in the 31st minute on her 30th birthday. That would prove to be the winning goal. In the second half, it became a little bit more chippy. Millie Bright ended up getting her second yellow in the 86th minute, and that means she gets a red card and she'll miss the third place match against the loser of the Netherlands and Sweden. We'll get to that match in just a moment. In this match, England had a goal in the second half, but Ellen White was ruled offside. And then VAR stepped in again. They stepped in on the offside call. They stepped in for a second time on a penalty when Becky Sauerbrunn took out the back leg of one of the English players. Stephanie Houghton missed the penalty. England become the first Women's World Cup team to miss 3 penalties in a single tournament. What is it with England and national teams and penalties, whether it be penalty shootouts or penalties in regular time? They can't make anything. Regardless, Houghton missed the penalty, and the United States would go on to win. That missed penalty was in the 84th minute. The United States will play the winner of the Netherlands and Sweden, which takes place at 3 p.m. Eastern today, also in Lyon on Fox Sports 1. In other soccer news, Brazil defeats Argentina 2-0 behind goals from Gabriel Jesus and Bobby Firmino. They'll play the winner of Chile and Peru. Chile and Argentina will not meet in their third consecutive Copa America final. Brazil makes their first Copa America final since 2007. Chile, Peru, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Telemundo and ESPN+. In the Gold Cup, Mexico defeats Haiti 1-0 after extra time. Raúl Jiménez had a 93rd minute winner por el Tri, y el Tri van al final de Copa de Oro de 2019. And Mexico are heading to the Gold Cup final in the 2019 edition. They'll take on the winner of Jamaica versus the United States. That match at 9 p.m. Eastern in Nashville, Tennessee on Fox Sports 1. Transitioning to the final sport of the night, Major League Baseball. There were a few games in here that had some fans scratching their heads.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Touch 'em all, Joe.
Home run! Mike Piazza!
Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it! Man, what a play!
Now from Major League Baseball.
15 games on the Major League calendar, and we will start in Texas, where the Texas Rangers and LA Angels were playing a game a day after the death of 27-year-old Angels starting pitcher Tyler Skaggs. He passed away unexpectedly on Monday. The Angels get the win 9-4 in his honor. Trevor Cahill improves to 3-6 on the season for the Angels. Another Major League player who had close ties to Tyler Skaggs was Patrick Corbin, a former Diamondbacks pitcher who played with Tyler Skaggs while they were both in Arizona. Corbin pitched 6 innings with 1 hit On the evening, in honor of his former teammate, he wore the number 45, which was Skaggs' former number. And to cap it all off, Trey Turner had a walk-off double in the 9th inning to score the winning run. 3-2 Nationals over the Marlins. In 11 innings, Cincinnati Reds 5, Milwaukee Brewers 4. Yasiel Puig helped the Reds come from behind to win this one. He homered in the bottom half of the 7th, which put Cincinnati within 1. And then he scored the game-winning run after Jose Iglesias singled to right field to score Yasiel Puig in the bottom half of the 11th. Christian Yelich had a throwing error which led to Puig scoring. That's right, Christian Yelich and error in the same sentence. Yelich is one of the leading NL MVP candidates for the second year running, so it's not often that he makes a mistake. Tampa Bay Rays 6, Baltimore Orioles 3. Charlie Morton's 9-2 with a 2.36 ERA for the Rays. Philadelphia Phillies 2, Atlanta Braves nothing. In a battle of the pitchers where there were only 11 hits combined and 2 runs, Aaron Nola improves to 7-2 for the Phillies. He's got a 3.89 ERA. Dallas Keuchel for the Braves falls to 1-2 with a 4.08 ERA after signing a massive contract just a few weeks ago. Cleveland Indians 9, Kansas City Royals 5, Oakland Athletics 8, Minnesota Twins 6. Jake Odorizzi falls to 10-4 with a 3.15 ERA for the Twins. He had won 10 consecutive decisions. He's now dropped back-to-back decisions. Chris Herman had a grand salami in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the A's. That helped propel them to that 2-run victory. Seattle Mariners 5, St. Louis Cardinals 4. Tim Beckham came off the bench for the Mariners in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and he had a pinch hit go-ahead home run to give the Mariners the lead and the eventual victory. San Francisco Giants 10, San Diego Padres 4. Evan Longoria had 4 hits and 5 RBIs for the Giants. LA Dodgers 5, Arizona Diamondbacks 4. This is one of those crazy games that we were talking about. The Dodgers trailed 4-3 in the bottom half of the 9th inning. They had 2 outs and nobody on. Greg Holland walked not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 consecutive batters, then tied the game at 4. And then TJ McFarland came into the game for the Diamondbacks, and he only faced 1 batter. That was Cody Bellinger. McFarland had a 1-2 count, 1-ball, 2-strike count against Cody Bellinger. Almost hit him twice in the at-bat. The second time proved to be the 3rd consecutive ball, which means he walked in the second and winning run of the inning for the Dodgers. So they essentially walked off with a walk. Dodgers 5, Diamondbacks 4. 4 other games on the night, and they weren't as crazy, but they did have some interesting stats to go with them. Boston Red Sox 10, Toronto Blue Jays 6. Rafael Devers had 2 home runs and 6 RBIs for the Red Sox. Pittsburgh Pirates 5, Chicago Cubs 1. Adam Frazier, the second baseman for the Pirates, had 4 hits and 3 RBIs in this game. Frazier is now 9 for 10 with 5 doubles and a home run, making him only the second player in the modern era since 1900 to have at least 9 hits, 5 doubles, and a home run over a 2-game span. Joe Cronin did so in June of 1933, thanks to the Elias Sports Bureau for that stat. 2 games left in the Subway Series. The New York Mets barely held on against the New York Yankees. The Yankees had a runner on second, and then Brett Gardner, one of the Yankees players who was up to bat with 2 outs in the top half of the 9th inning, swung his bat and the ball went off of it into Wilson Ramos's glove, which then the ball came out of the webbing into his hand. He bobbled it, and he bobbled it back into his glove, and he caught the ball in the end, and that would end the game, and the Mets would win, snapping a 5-game winning streak for the Yankees and snapping a 31-game home run streak for the New York Yankees, which is the longest in Major League Baseball history. And in the final game of the night, the Sport Report went on location for the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. It was fireworks night at Coors Field. Houston Astros 9, Colorado Rockies 8. The Rockies led 8-5 in the top half of the 7th inning, and then what happened next? Well, that's right, folks. That is the sound of a Rockies bullpen failure. They let in 4 runs in the top half of the 7th inning, and they would not make it up in the 7th, 8th, or 9th. Jake McGee is credited with the loss. Roberto Osuna comes in and gets his 18th save of the season. But for the Rockies, it's another bullpen failure. Another night of where the bullpen could not come through for an offense that put 8 on the board. Jose Altuve had 4 hits in this game, and Yuli Gurriel had 2 home runs and 4 RBIs for the Astros. The 2 teams had 27 hits combined between them. That's the Sport Report for Wednesday, July 3rd, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. Do you want to contact Chandler Sports or members of the Sport Report team? Visit sportreportcws.com.
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler Sports is strictly prohibited.